Hello, everybody. We are live. Chris wants to know who's interested in swords. This is the sort of thing that Chris likes to do about 5 seconds before we go on, is just ask a question, probably one that would start a long discussion, because he's basically tossing a topic grenade into a group of nerds who probably do all like swords in some way or another, and we definitely want to talk about them. But it is not time to talk about swords. It is time for Shadowrun.
It is time to Shadowrun.
In which you may murder somebody with a sword, but
unless you've got a van, and you just murder them with the van.
That's always the backup plan, is just drive a van into it.
Or still murder people with a sword.
While riding the van.
All right. So when we left off last week, okay, so Duryea wasn't here last week, unfortunately. He was getting ready for his 24-hour streamathon and his GoFundMe, which, by the way, that GoFundMe is still going. It's for your show, right? There's a play that you wrote, and you're just trying to get it funded so you can show it, right?
It is a pilot for a web series. Yes, and we're trying to get it funded so that we can film it this summer.
All right. So, pilot for a web series that they want to film this summer. It sounds like a whole lot of fun. So, we definitely support Wonelli Media and everything that they're doing over there. So, maybe check out their GoFundMe. What's that at? GoFundMe at
It's GoFundMe.com /F/flirting W Destiny. And I'll put it in the chat if that's okay.
Yeah, go right for it, and then remember to do that at the end too.
Okay.
So since you weren't here, we'll give you a quick recap of what happened. I think that the best person to give this recap is going to be Gertrude, Jen. I want to hear the story from Jen's POV.
Let's see. So we started out we were going to go do some investigating up in Gertrude's neck of the woods, at the bar, and called The Hole, and we were looking for the ogre. Lots of proper names flying around without a lot of description. So we went up there and tried to be sort of information gathering. It didn't really work out for us. There were some, unfortunate consequences of weapon malfunctions and people not being safe. There may have been one ganger who got decapitated. There may have been a ganger who got shot to death, I feel. But it's okay because we clean up our messes because we want to leave places better than we found them. And so we took leftover bodies down and made new friends with a gang of ghouls in a cemetery because, of course, that's where they are. And then we headed over to, we did find out that it was, we got an address for Stephanie, and I didn't write down her last name. And she's apparently at least sharing an apartment for the moment with Miguel Garza, who's a fighter of SIDS. And it looks like Miguel's not a great guy and probably not a great dad. So we're trying to decide what we're going to do about these people.
And at about this time, Nico kind of pulls up as they're outside of an apartment building, back from whatever... probably somebody back somewhere needed something really important, and it was, someone that Nico has to go help. She's probably really mad about it too, like, I gotta do this Shadowrun. But now Nico's back. They're outside of this apartment complex. It's apartment building. It's a few stories tall, like maybe 3 or 4. It's a square block, and basically you enter into an open sort of courtyard inside. That's how it looks. So you just got the skinny. This is Miguel Garza, and this is where the information from the ogres has led and they're trying to figure out the best way to perhaps either get in or get the woman who lives there to let them in, Stephanie Malloy.
And is Stephanie Malloy, who's in front of me right now?
I mean, you have left, so you're not there anymore, right? What's on the map has already occurred. She must have gone back in over here. You guys are no longer in there, per se.
That's right, because Etienne was listening in on a comlink, I think, or the TV.
Was trying to figured out that there was a radio playing inside, but didn't find anything in particular. I don't think there was a comlink, but it wasn't. I don't think there was anything on it.
Yeah. And I couldn't figure out a way to listen to what was being said in the room. I believe maybe because of the radio or something.
And there's a super cute orc baby in there too.
We get the feel that the orc baby is being taken care of. If not, Satchel's taking.
He'd probably is being taken care of, but his mother is in trouble.
His mother's in trouble. All right.
And I mean, she had a pretty bruised up face back there. It didn't seem like she was in a good situation.
Is there like an orc DCFS?
Like what? A what?
An orc DCFS. Oh, like I don't know if you guys have that up in Montreal where you were from, Etienne, but it's like the Department of Child Services and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
And he says that pointedly, looking at Gertrude being one of the horde. Is there a horde DCFS?
I mean, the horde would definitely come and help out if that was something that we could probably ask about. I say definitely. We could definitely ask them if they could come help out with that. I did give my information to Stephanie when we were at the door, because or control ladies, we stick together. But if he's in there, then those situations get tricky.
All right. Yes, especially he's a fighter, right? He's a fighter from the pits, so that's why. I could probably dig out some information about him, so at least if we decide to go in and take her out of there and face him, we know what we have to deal with.
I think, did Sid say that was the guy that punched Kaida?
I wasn't there, so I don't know who that guy is. I think I saw footage from these glasses or something.
Somebody punched Kaida?
Yeah. Actually, do I still have that video? It looks in AR.
I think you do.
What did I walk in on, guys? What's up?
Oh, what's up, Nico?
Not much. So who punched my mentor?
And Etienne goes into videos and tries to get a screen grab of the guy in question, and it's mid swing to Kaida's face. There you go, that guy. He's apparently in the apartment up there with the orc lady.
So what is this? Are you guys doing a mission right now?
Etienne looks around. He's like, yeah. If you want to call it that.
Would love to come and avenge my master.
Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, let me see if I can find something on this guy. See what kind of veg he's got rolling there. Whether it be magic or where. So Etienne's gonna make some matrix search with the help of his Friend.
All right.
Gonna move a few things. Oh, that's fine. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
That's
So
the AI, and then it's gonna be me. Sorry about that.
all right. So you do a search of the Matrix, and you do find Miguel Garza's name. He's a fighter. He is known for being in the enhanced fights, which means either he is either got a lot of cyberware and bioware, or is an adept of some sort. But and he currently lost a match a couple of weeks ago that would have been his big shot into the big leagues.
Okay. And he's gonna share the information with the others, what he finds, screen grabs and whatnot.
Yeah, when I called Sid just a couple of minutes ago, say that there was some fight that Miguel lost that Miguel thought he should have won. I don't know if that means that Sid threw it or what might have happened, or if it just wasn't meant to be. But that might be why he's mad at Sid. Assuming this is the guy that is at the top of this weird conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
And when he realizes or hears that Matt Garza is part of the enhanced thing, he's kind of like looking. It's like pinching his new ortho skin. It's kind of like, yeah, he's just in the background, just kind of like messing with himself, thinking about it. I mean, not like that. Yeah.
So, Nico, as gang liaison, you have any
Yes.
thoughts?
Well, what's this guy's name again? Jethro?
Miguel?
Miguel.
It's like Jethro.
Yeah, they're
They're
I
very
don't know.
similar.
It's got letters.
It's got letters. So since this Miguel guy, that's kind of a cool name for a guy I have to get who I have to beat down. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, we're gonna get this guy. Even if he's not the bad guy, he's on my list. So
Well, if we can talk to him, that'd be nice. But he may not want to.
I mean, I know how to behave until we get what we need. But when we get what we need, all right. So I guess I can. I'm gonna go ahead and roll some gang knowledge. Right. Man, you take a week off and then your head is just like.
So they already did the gang part, right? So if you want to try and I think what they want right now is for you to go in and see if this guy is a magic guy or if he's a cybernetics guy.
That would be pretty nice.
So Gertrude, not Gertrude. Gertrude, yes. Gertrude. Sorry. I was like, is that the van or Gertrude? So you want me to you want me to check and see if this guy's magical?
If you could do that, that would be very helpful. I didn't know if you had any sort of knowledge of like security stuff, being a gang liaison.
Magical security stuff.
Or regular security, whichever.
I checked for cameras and stuff. I didn't see much corridors and whatnot. Speaking of which, we should like make a decision in the fairly near future. I can't keep that door unlocked forever without gathering attention.
You mean I'm just gonna never lock that door ever again? He says, like all earnest. He's like, "Wait, you could just keep doors unlocked forever?"
No, I can't. That's what I'm saying right now. Like at some point, someone's gonna realize that the system is being fucked with somewhere, and they're gonna send people to deal with the person who fuck up the system. It's
so
complicated, but
I'm gonna just flash into the site really quick because I don't need to go in the astral just to see if there's any sort of magical stuff outside of the building, right?
No, you just would have to go inside the apartment, which is a small apartment. So
wait, so this is an apartment building, right? But I'm just checking the outside first just to see if there's any.
Sure, yeah. So you could just switch your vision mode without actually leaving. You can.
That's what I want to do, and just see if there's like any spirits flying around or anything like that.
All right, so you switch to astral perception and you look around. There isn't anything that strikes you as odd or something you have to pay attention to or manage. I mean, there's always going to be spirits, but they're like, they're doing errands over there and over there, for various masters. They have nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then I guess I will step inside.
All right, so stepping inside, you see. You get enough to know that there is definitely a sort of a small, apartment vibe. You get like a main room. There's a bedroom. There's someone in the bedroom, someone big in the bedroom, and then there's a couple of auras in the main room. It looks like the mother and the child that maybe they were talking about earlier. But the big guy in the bedroom is probably your guy. So you can do a sensing test. He's just kind of lying there on the bed. And then he sits up and then he walks to this other side of the room and then he's doing some sort of repetitive motion. But you can't really tell what it is.
I'm going to read this guy's aura. They can hear me, right? Hey guys, can you hear me?
No, they can't hear you.
I don't have a comm?
No, because you're not in your body. Your comms are with your body.
Oh, I didn't realize that I left my body.
And we were just standing next to you, and you go, and
because right now you're inside the building, right? You went inside to check, so you had to leave your body for that.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I did the aura reading roll already.
Okay, so this is what you get from this aura reading. You get first of all, he's a orc. He's not a troll, but he is a large orc. He is got a lot of cyberware because you could tell that his essence is low, so it's definitely cyberware. It's not going to be magic. And then the next thing is that you can tell that he's really like wired, amped up, like rawr! His mood is very like supercharged.
Is he on drugs?
He could be on drugs. It could be that he's on drugs. It could just be that he's really angry. But you're realizing now that this repetitive motion thing he's doing is obviously some sort of weightlifting. So yeah, you're yeah. So he's working out. So it could just be that he's taking his whatever they call that, those supplements.
Mm-hmm.
So it could just be that he's taking his. That was you, Chris. I saw your screen light up.
You, and I saw your face.
Okay, so then I'm gonna revert backwards into my body.
Okay.
Hey guys.
I now have a mustache and glasses and a unibrow.
Not that you know.
Clearly, because there's no mirror. Hey guys, so he's in there. He's working out. He's got a lot of cyberware. He's not magical. I didn't really get any magic vibes anywhere in the house. And he's a little like his energy's a little like spazzy. So either he just got stood up for a date, or he's just really like he might have like what do they call them in this time? Supplements, like what do they call, like pre-workout, the pre-workout, what do they call that?
Yeah, they might call it pre-workout.
Yeah, he might be doing, he might have like that pre-workout stuff or whatever, but his energy is kind of like, nah, I don't know what that translates to. He's an orc.
His energy's like, nah.
Yeah,
I like that.
How when it's not like a sometimes post-workout your energy's like, but his is not. So beware.
So is he like magical or does he have
No, he's cyberware.
Cyberware. Ooh,
I'm curious. I guess he runs it all off the Matrix connected with an internal thing, because I didn't see any cyberware when I looked in there. Guy is knowledgeable enough to know not to let them show up too easily.
But I mean, that might make sense since he does fight professionally, that you don't want someone hacking you when you're in the ring.
That's true.
I assume.
very wise.
And I mean, not everyone always has, not all cybernetics are always wired. And a lot of times they only have them wired if they are meant to work together with another system, right? So like cyber eyes to work with your smart gun system, that has to have a cyber connection. But like your eyes don't have to have a cyber connection if you're just using them for the vision parts, because that's DNI'd in, right? So
yeah.
So we want to get information from this guy, right? We want to see what he has on Sid. Is that?
Yeah, pretty much, and like make sure that he doesn't have it anymore, so he can't release it, whatever that may be. Or we'll see at that point what it really is, or if it's something at all.
So our direct approach didn't work too well. What about like a fire alarm or something?
That works.
And once we get the people out of the building, what do you...
We gas them.
There's a baby, at least one that we know of.
You're right.
Sometimes there are casualties in war. They say when
What are you talking about?
No.
When you head out for revenge,
that's not war,
graves.
That's business.
You guys never seen Kill Bill?
I've actually been watching that
No.
recently.
Well, when you leave a kid alive, they might come back for you because all the cereal that you spilled in the kitchen. But that's neither here nor there. Never mind.
I mean, I don't think that's going to be the case here, because we're not there to... Like, he's going to be with his mom.
Yeah, so unless the data is hidden in the cereal box, I don't think there's a need to spill any cereal.
Oh, what kind of cereal? Soy Charms? Soy Flakes?
They haven't let us in yet, so I don't know.
We can get those on the way back.
Yeah. So the other half of my thought was, if we trip a fire alarm or something like that to get everybody out, then maybe we can go in and search the apartment. Unless you think it's something he'd have on him. Or tell them there's an outbreak of parrot fever and they need to evacuate.
Parrot fever? Okay, I'm not gonna... I like the fire alarm and searching the apartment. You may keep it on him, but at worst, we don't find it, and then he comes back in and we wait for him with all our gears ready.
And then before we like get out of the van or anything, like I kind of feel bad looking at Nico, seeing his face all like marked up, and I'm kind of like, you might.
Why are you looking at me, dude?
Do this.
Yeah. Why is this guy weird?
To you, like what?
Yeah, you got something on your face. You might want to
Got a little bit lower.
Okay.
After that, at this point, I just think he's weird because he was talking about eating soy cereal, so I'm ignoring everything he's saying.
Okay. So with that, go ahead, Etienne. If you're going to be doing any,
Mm-hmm.
you still have your marks on the system itself, and
So
the
just triggering an alarm shouldn't be too hard.
right. Do recall though that by triggering the alarm, you are triggering the alarm.
No, but well, I mean the fire alarm. Yeah. All right. I can do that pretty easily, but we need to be ready first. So do you want to go back in and hide in a corner, let everybody out, and then move into?
Yeah, do we know what sort of zone this is, like as far as response times and stuff like that?
This is like no better than a C, you would guess. It is definitely not, a place that everyone, the corporations or anyone really super cares about. So, yeah, you would say a C at best. It's definitely not a B. An A is right out.
Okay, so just for those who don't know what that means, me included, C means that we can get kind of loud and not get too worried about cops coming to crash the party.
It's literally if you were to grade the response time of cops on a scale of A to F, like a school thing, right? And then keeping in mind that there's like an A plus and a perfect. So
they won't be here within like 30 seconds, but they will come within a couple of minutes.
Okay.
So we don't have a lot of time, but we don't have an impossibly short amount of time.
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you for explaining.
So before I do that, we need to come up with a plan of approach. So as I said, we go in before I trigger the alarm.
It's probably the best. So we don't have to be fighting crowds going in.
Is there a way that you can turn the alarm and have it for the inside, but not have it broadcast to those outside? Just have the bells ring, but not the signal go off?
Good question. Could I do such a thing?
If it is within the parameters of the alarm system to do so, you could try to figure that out. But if it's not, then no. Like you're trying to say, just get it to go biz, 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 but then like not allow it to actually send a signal out.
Yeah.
There are things you could do.
I could jam it, basically. So that would mean
there is a requirement for that.
If you can do that, then we could pull the fire alarm, and then we'd have an even bigger buffer to do what we need to do.
Yeah, but to do that, I would need an actual jammer, I believe.
Do you need to make?
Or
I got some.
Or I can turn my deck into one, but then I can't do anything else.
Can you make some out of like paper clips and like wintergreen aluminum foil?
Probably. You have these things on you?
No.
Oh.
I think
look at where that sass got you.
I know.
I mean, if there's a possibility that I could. He looks over the building. Is there a possibility that I could get in the alarm system, the physical thing that makes the sound and the lights, and make that go off instead of going through the matrix to have an alarm go off.
That is a thing you could try to do, but again, so you'd have to be going in there to do it. But yeah, that's definitely a thing you can try and do.
And is there a way, like, does the roto drone have like little articulating hands?
No, but Bruno does, and there's like the small drone next to Etienne that waves its arms.
Oh, okay. Well, then, like, you can have it can ride on the roto drone, and it can go up into the window, and then you can try to find the data stick while everybody's leaving.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as efficient as us just being in the room, just searching multiple places at the same time.
You're right. I mean, I've been watching a lot of movies, and then like drones seem cool, so and
drones are very cool.
He stops talking a little bit, just kind of like fades back.
Okay, so we could go back and find where I could do that and trigger the alarm physically, and then try and make our way to their apartment, bust open the door, and look for what we're there for. What do you guys think?
It seems like we're pretty good at busting down doors. I don't think the door busting's the hard part.
You're right. If I can probably. I'll try. I'll see and try if I can open it with the matrix, but we could just.
Okay. I'm game at the end.
But then, either way, we're probably gonna have to deal with that guy once we're either coming out or found in his apartment.
And then Satchel just kind of points to Gertrude, and then we're like, she's got it.
He's on Nico's list. He already said that.
I mean,
they got it.
Gangers are one thing. This guy is a professional fighter. He's probably packing a punch as strong as my AK.
And yeah, we all
professional fighters are no match for a well-placed spirit.
Tell that to Kaida.
Yeah.
One shot.
That was a surprise shot.
Yeah, it was. True. There was no spirits involved in that fight.
Yeah.
What was the surprise shot?
He got punched in the face.
Oh, when he punched my mentor?
He punched your mentor in the face, and we had to put him in like the Valkyrie module.
But magic should. Well, I mean, maybe magic's going to work properly.
Well, knowing my mentor, he's already had a taste of repercussions. However, you don't mess with Kaida Norel and think it's over. It's never over. It's what we call on site. Do you know what that means? Being from the streets.
Wait. I was reviewing the footage of that day just to get another good video of Kaida getting punched. Send you. I
was reviewing it.
And I realized that, yeah, you're right. Kaida did put him in his place afterward when they got back out. And that probably kind of shocked him because he punched himself in the face multiple times because of Kaida's magic. Having you with us.
The old mind control and beat yourself trick. Yeah, he told me about that one.
And
Nico is extremely proud right now. That's my mentor.
That was something.
Mind control and beat yourself straight.
All right. Anyway, that's probably at least it might have him think a second or two long enough for us to do something about him.
Well, just let me know when we're going to move, so I'll go ahead and summon the spirit.
Yeah, that would be about pretty much when he looks to the others. Now?
Now.
We're gonna move in. We're gonna do the thing in the night, and the people go out, and then we're gonna go up there and either.
Let me look at my
Face them
spirit
or-
Rolodex. See which one I'm going to call up. Orcs don't count as beasts, do they?
No, orcs are people.
What?
I mean, they're people.
Orcs are people.
Rude.
Gertrude's over there like, it's the best question of the night.
Orcs aren't beasts.
Danny, this is a question for you.
Okay.
If a spirit has the power of influence, does that help?
Influence as a power. That is the ability for it to sort of say to somebody, this is what you want to do. And then maybe if it's successful, then the person thinks to themselves, this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to somebody making you do it, right?
Right. Okay, I think I'm going to summon a spirit of man. Give me 2 seconds, but I think I'm going to summon the spirit of man.
Okay.
What is sapience?
That just means that it's sapient. It's like humans are sapient. We can talk and say things and have ideas and philosophy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do the spirit of man. Unless we've decided that orcs can be beasts, just for this one exercise. You know?
Yeah, no, orcs are people.
I had to try. Okay, because it worked so well the last time. So I'm gonna summon a spirit of man at force 7. Wait, before I do that, I'm gonna do like another astral check, just to see like what it feels like around here, to see if if my magic will be depleted or anything like that, any of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Nope, you don't feel that at all. You feel
Okay.
pretty good about that.
Okay, great.
That's a good call.
What do I need to roll?
So you're gonna roll your conjuring skill against. Yes, conjuring. You're summoning, conjuring, or summoning.
I have conjuring group and I have summoning.
Summoning under your conjuring group, yes.
Okay.
All right. Not bad. You have rolled a 5. I've got to roll 1 second. 8 dice because you actually have a thing.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so sad.
So who wins, me or you?
So you have to get more than to have any services. So you do not win. Go ahead and make your drain test.
Just click drain.
Just click your drain. That's really unlucky. You did really good on the summoning, but you're fine. You're fine. So you could try again.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you drain. You got the drain, so you're good.
How do I get the drain?
So you roll the drain, right? And you got 7. So instead of taking 7 damage, you take 0 damage.
Why?
Because you summoned a spirit. Anytime you cast magic, you take drain damage, right?
Yeah.
So you try to summon a force 7 spirit. So that's 7 drain damage.
Okay, thank you. Got you. I was like, where? Okay, thank you. I'm with you. All right, so I can try again.
Yes.
So Nico goes, sorry, sometimes you gotta warm up. I've been gang liaisoning all day. And sometimes when you gang liaison for too long, the spirits forget that you also are down with them, or they get jealous. All right. This reminds me of spoiler alert. No, I'm not gonna spoil. This reminds me of the end of something that I seen recently, where someone tried to do something and nothing happened. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, okay, I'm through. Oh my god!
Would you like to use a point of edge to re-roll your misses?
Yes, I would love to do that. Do I have any edge?
Dice? Just hit dice 10. You have at least 1. Yeah, you have edge.
Yeah, you've got edge in the bennies too from the chat.
I'm going to use one of the chat edges, not one of my other edges.
Okay, thank you, chat. Whoever.
Thank you,
gave that
chat, so
edge
much.
Once upon
So
a time.
dice 10. Do I need to click the edge button or no?
No, you're just gonna roll 10 dice.
That's 5.
All right, so that's
Damn it.
5 total. Okay.
Come
So now I'm gonna
on.
roll.
Yeah.
All right, you still have to do drain though. You just have 4 services with the spirit.
Come on. Come on, Drain. Come on. Damn it. That's a 5 Drain.
Yes. So that was a little hurtsy.
Cost of being a mage.
That is true. 5, so a little bit of a headache, but nothing that won't a little bit of sleep, you'll be fine.
Is there any acetaminophen under the seat?
That is not going to help. Just the way that is.
Also, we don't keep acetaminophen under seats. It stays in cabinets where it belongs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oops.
My bad.
All right. So, the spirit appears and looks over at you.
What's
Yes,
up, buddy?
what's going on?
Well, right now, just hanging out. You just meeting Jen. Okay. We're gonna do this thing, and I might need your assistance later on to help us keep someone under control.
Okay.
We'll come talk to you later. But for right now, just give our group general protection. And then when I know specifically what I need, I'll call you back.
Got it. So
right.
he is going to. So that is 1 service for general protection.
For some reason, I just feel safer.
These spirits are effective.
Me too, because look, the way I'm feeling, the way this head is throbbing, I don't know how much magic's going to come out of these pores. So glad we got, some decent amount of services from the spirit.
Yeah. Just keep it easy, man. We wouldn't want you getting hurt during all this too much.
Does ibuprofen go under seats?
Who's ibuprofen?
Don't think that's gonna help. If I remember correctly from last time, after we get the poison or cooked by radiation or something, his magic damages took longer to heal than all the rest.
Ibuprofen. I swear I know her.
It's medicine, take that when you have a headache.
Ibuprofen live over there in the projects down at the CZ. I know exactly who you're talking about.
All right. Yeah.
I think you're thinking about codeine. That's codeine.
Etienne is gonna get out of the van, put his AK in his bag when it's folded, and come on, let's move in. I can't keep that door open for much longer before real very nasty people show up.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so with that, the plan here is to get the people out by setting up the alarm. So you're going to go in and find a actual physical alarm box.
Yeah.
Okay. Going inside. Yeah.
Just when we get inside, once we pass the door, I'm just gonna reboot my deck. I just want to make that clear before we get Tor shot, because I'm hacking for an hour straight.
Okay. So you reboot. That means you've cleared everything. So we are back to trying to hack into the host.
Dun, dun, dun.
which isn't a
Yeah.
difficult host to hack.
Yeah. Okay, my agent is... Wait, no, my macro is not good. That's stupid.
Stupid macro. Okie dokie. So,
There we go. My agent gives me 5, and then I hack. Okay. 3 hits on the host.
you do not get a mark onto the system, and instead, you have not been marked.
Let's reset again. That's not good.
Okie doke. You reset.
Lost its mark. And I try again. Damn it. We're on a different timer now, people. Possibly. Not exactly sure. Agent gives me 3.
Still, 24 hours in a
There you
day,
go.
right?
All right. You now do have your own mark on the system. Yeah, what's next?
I'm trying to track down a place where I can find a physical alarm thing. So either with it to plan or just information flow. I don't...
Run a quick matrix search. As you are doing so, you're also going to need to give me a logic plus sleaze.
Okay. I was still set up for a matrix search, so that's gonna be shitty for me. Alright. So, matrix search. Make it quick and easy. I do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna edge that. Because, no.
That sleaze.
You got to beat 3 with
Yeah.
your sleaze, so.
Oof. Yes.
All right. So as you're kind of cruising around looking for the junction box, I mean the sculpting of this host is just a entry hotel. You kind of enter into a hallway and you see a fire alarm sitting kind of just right on the side of the wall. Now this is from the host, so this is not the actual device itself in the meat, right? So you see that. And as you kind of move to it, you hear footsteps down the far end of the hall. And so you quickly duck into a doorway just in time to miss a security guard sort of shining a flashlight down the hall. And then just keeps moving on down the way.
Alright. Well, since he's a graffiti looking guy, he kind of just slaps on the wall to become like invisible basically, and he moves away. Next time that comes around, consider that I have a quality that makes it harder to spot me.
Yes.
If that wasn't the case before. I don't want to accuse you of forgetting about that. I did forget about it. So anyway, so I found the thing, so now I need to make a tracking action, right?
Yes, if you want to be able to locate it in the building itself, yes.
Well, that would probably be hacking plus logic again. I'm gonna enroll my agent to help me. Agent gives me 4. I rolled 3.
You do not succeed. You do find that suddenly, like across the side of you, is a little note that has the address of the hotel on it.
Shit, yeah, this is pretty much what he's going to try to do before he moves forward. So let's remove that mark. How do you remove a mark again? Should know that. I'm sorry.
I want to say that's an attack sort of action. So it's going to be logic plus hacking.
Okay.
And of course, the limit is 2 because your attack is at 2, unless you have something that has bumped it.
Not right now. No, I'm not. Fighty Decker. That's not going well.
Well, not quite a glitch, but you do manage to take the sticky note off and just kind of throw it, and as it goes to the ground, it filters away. It digitizes.
All right, he's gonna turn to the graffiti-looking guy. He's gonna say, "Now we need to do this once, and then we get the fuck out of here." And he's gonna try again.
Okay.
He's also gonna swap his. Well, no. First, he's gonna swap his stats around because that's too bad.
So it's just kind of like looking over his shoulder, like engrossed.
Etienne, you can see that. No, you can. Etienne is just standing there and he's looking annoyed, but he's still in AR, so he's muttering in French to himself as he's doing that.
I mean, he could project what he's seeing, but that's
I mean, you can if you have goggles, glasses, or cyber eyes, you can see that. He's going to share it to the rest of the group, so you can see a vision of what's going on in there. See him and the other like graffiti-looking guy just ducking from thing and throwing little paper mache bricks and stuff at it, trying to get it to do what they need to do.
Paper mache bricks. That's awesome.
All right, yeah. Agent, Jesus fucking Christ! I should just enroll him to do all the stuff. And
just have your agent do it. All right.
Yeah. I got a no to it, so I'm gonna make it 3. Let's make it 3 because.
All right, it's a 3.
Thank you, Kinder Mage. Fuck's sake.
All right.
Can someone else force you to reroll if they have a reroll?
No. No. If you have a force GM reroll, that is for you to force me to reroll. Yes.
Yeah, and I don't have that, so
we're not gonna. Yeah, those aren't gonna be happening anymore. But yes, yeah, you can have me do a reroll.
All right. Unfortunately, I do not have, but I know
okay,
someone else has.
I think Darcy has one.
Yeah, the van has one.
Yeah, I think that one's specific. That one is specific for Darcy, like something bad happening to Darcy. Okay. So yeah. Again, you get marked, and at about the same time, you see that flashlight kind of coming around again. Make that sleaze roll, and
Ooh.
That is a lot better. So you manage to duck again out of the way as the flashlight comes sliding through. What do you want to do?
All right. I'm gonna tell my agent, you find that thing. I'm gonna get rid of that, and he starts waving at the paper notes on his chest.
Okay. As you are doing that, so you slid. I'm gonna say you slid under a doorway. Because it's a hotel, and that's how you got out of the way of the guy. There is someone in this hotel room. There wasn't, but they kind of appear, and they're looking at you as you're trying to get rid of the sticky note. And they say, "Hey, who are you? You're not supposed to be here." And something else is going on while you are doing your thing. So go ahead and make that roll for yourself.
That was. Limit is still shitty number because I can switch only one number by action, so I didn't switch attack yet.
Okay, so that's a 2. The mark's still there. As tough as it is, I maybe it's because you're a graffiti decal and not a person with hands. So you're just trying to like shake it off, and it's still there. All right.
My agent is trying to track that thing so we can get out of here.
Yeah, you can have your agent make that roll.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna start investing in Etienne getting very buff and not very better at the Matrix, and just let that guy do the fucking rolls.
Um.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, that's good. That's very good for you. That's not the roll against the agent. This is the roll against the agent. Boom. All right. So yeah, you get a quick blip that lets you know that the agent has given you coordinates in the real world where this is, and the person in there is like picking up a phone and calling like front desk, front desk.
Etienne is probably just gonna get out of there. He's just gonna reset his deck and go like, okay, that was way harder than I thought it would be to just find that fucking thing, but we need to get to work now.
Okay, so everybody that wasn't in there doing that, go ahead and give you just a quick perception test.
perception. Is there any modifiers, or do we need to use?
Nope, there's enough ambient light inside the courtyard of the building for you to just roll. Imagine Satchels will be here
Any minute.
forthwith.
Active in perception. All right. And clicking submit now. Oh, instantaneously. Look at that.
Yep. All right. What we're learning today is that all the times it takes a long time, it's not really the system, it's that Chris is like.
But like when I click it, most of the time it happens. Like,
so, all right. With that, basically, every one of you, as soon as Etienne says that they're coming out and they know where it is, you do see where the little fire alarm pole thing is. It's actually in a very prominent spot, so that if there's a fire, people can just pull the fire alarm and not be confused about where to do it. And as Etienne comes out and points right at it, like it's right. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Just keep an eye out for people coming over. I'm just gonna, and he starts like shuffling in his tool belts for tools and gets the drone running, and they start to work together on it.
All right, hardware to pull the case off. It's not going to be very tough, but it is an extended action. You only need to get 5 hits. It takes 3 seconds to roll, so there you go.
3
You just
seconds.
pop it right off. All right, so inside you see the wiring mechanisms and everything. There is the trigger that goes to the building's alarm, and then there are wires that go back to the antenna that's going to signal the host. Make a hardware check to see which one is which. Okay. You feel like it's the red wire.
Wait. Etienne has a bunch of knowledge that could probably help him with that, because the way we build our character ended up with a bunch of things like matrix infrastructure, industrial manufacturer, electrical engineering,
Yeah.
and such things. So any of that could help me ascertain that
Yes.
distinction?
So go ahead and do electrical engineering.
Hey.
So it is the red wire. However, you have to run a bypass. So, which is easy. You just remember that you have to run a bypass.
Okay.
So go ahead and to trigger the alarm without triggering the system, go ahead and make your hardware test. It is a difficulty of the bypass of 8, 3 seconds per roll, and once you start, you have to get it done. You figure you probably got about 10 seconds.
Okay. A good start.
This is a good start.
Good follow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. It takes you right about 9 seconds, but all of a sudden, everyone hears the alarms going off. Wah, 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 inside the building.
All right. Let's hide somewhere.
Yes, definitely don't be standing next to the alarm box.
Nope.
Okay.
And Etienne is going to try and put it back together. Like, at least put the front panel on and put 2 screws in. Let me roll again.
That's a very quick hardware check. As long as you don't flub it, you're
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, actually, it's a
already
snap
done.
on, so you just like clack. It's back on. And yeah, so the alarms are going. There's not really any place to hide per se, but you can kind of stand under the staircase where the staircase kind of comes down off to the side. To just, as people are coming down the stairs, there are people that are there are people that are coming out of the doors to the side. You do see the door open, where your the door of interest, if you will, and that individual comes out. Stephanie, she's got the kid, she's carrying the baby, she's like shushing, the baby's crying, and they go out and the door closes behind them.
So it doesn't look like he left. Or did he leave?
It doesn't look like he's coming out with them.
Well, at least it gets the lady and the baby out of the way of harm. So
So I'm assuming they're coming down the steps or something. We're hiding under the steps, correct?
It's not hiding under the steps. You're just mostly standing out of the way under the steps, right? So people are going to see you as if they're paying attention, but mostly they're worried about getting out of the building in an orderly and safe fashion.
And as they do that, I see that the orc and the orc lady and her baby leave, or Stephanie, right? Stephanie and her baby leave.
Stephanie and her baby leave. Yes.
All right,
But
so
when the door closes.
I take out the slippery gun, and then in my other hand I pull out my revolver, and I kind of like keep them kind of hidden and getting ready to come into the door.
Okay.
Since getting the no, he's gonna wait for most people to be away and finish passing by him before he takes out the AK.
And then I'm gonna talk to my spirit really quick and say, "Hey, spirit, when we go in here, I need you to keep this guy calm and make him answer our question."
Okay.
Oh, actually, before we kick in the door, so are we trying to take this man alive?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think we need to kick in the door. I think force should be our second choice, since we have the spirit. If the spirit doesn't work, then force. What's
the spirit gonna do?
The idea is that he's going to use his powers of influence to keep this guy calm and make him be suggestible, so he'll answer our questions.
Oh, okay. That's yeah.
And then if that doesn't work, then we'll go for plan B. Not that anyone, never mind.
I mean, so ideally, dude doesn't die. Just, do I need to put bullets or shark bullets in this one? That's all I'm asking.
Shark bullets?
Shock ones.
Bullets.
Shark. I mean,
I think taking shock is probably a decent idea. Just usually tough guys like that, and especially actually cyberware, can sometimes not like electricity.
So he pops out and then switches to stick and shock inside the revolver.
Don't stick a shock in the AK. All right.
Are we kicking in the door?
Let's move in. Maybe let's try opening it first.
Yes, just open it and walk in.
Why don't we knock?
He didn't come out for the alarm. I don't think he's gonna come out for knocking at the door.
Excellent point.
All right. So you guys are going to head into the door there. You walk inside. Let me go ahead and clear out this area that you're in. Oh, I need a Nico.
Need a Nico?
I need a Nico. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm just saying that Nico's probably here, so I should probably grab a token for Nico. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that kind.
Yeah, that kind. Here we go. And priest. All right, so Nico is here, and we are going to unless you have opened the door. Oh, she has left. He's not there. I'll put her up here. So enter. Where are you heading in here?
Me?
Any of you?
Satchel kind of quietly walks through the door. Which one's? Okay. He kind of quietly walks through the door and then is trying to cover both, cover the room with both his weapons as he makes his way to this corner over here.
Okie doke. Making your way to the corner over there, you can hear somebody in there moving around. You hear it's a odd sort of squeaking noise.
Is there any kind of check?
Okay. Recognize offhand.
And and I'll look around, and if I don't see anybody in here, I'll try to like wait people in.
Sin is gonna tell very quietly to Nico, you should probably send your spirit in to do its thing before he sees us. And then he walks in and takes position in the corner with his gun aimed in this general direction, just in case.
All right. Now comes.
Now can we gas him?
Is he a nudge?
Yeah. So this is your Spirit of Man Force 8. This is this, and then this is. Okie doke. So your Spirit of Man here is kind of going in looking for the individual and is going to manifest because it has to manifest to influence him.
Even though it's not necessary, once he starts manifesting, Nico does this.
Well, you aren't going to see it unless you go into the place. So right now
Nico
you
does
don't
not
see
do that.
where it is.
Never mind.
Right. Okay. So
Retract.
has Nico entered the building?
Yeah. I want to enter last. So sure, I'll come in and I'm gonna stand right about here.
Okay. And then Gertrude.
Where's
as
the
well.
spirit?
You don't know. You can't see the spirit because even if you're looking astral, the spirit has gone into probably the other room where you suppose the guy is. So it is.
So then can I move here then?
Yeah, you can go wherever you want in there. There's a radio playing in that room, so unless you guys are kicking stuff and knocking stuff over completely. All right, 1 second here.
Satchel takes the time to drop kick everything in the room. No, sure.
So that could have rolled better. All right. All of a sudden, that squeaking noise stops. You're not entirely sure what is going down, but what I am going to have everyone do is roll initiative.
No, I was hoping that this didn't happen. Plan failed.
I'm going to go ahead and preempt this.
I mean, you're not entirely sure that the plan failed yet, but you're going to use edge to roll 5 dice.
So before I do initiative, can I cast a spell?
What spell is it?
I don't need combat sense. It's just one dude. Never mind. Do you think I need
you have
sense?
combat sense on already because you have quickened it.
What about increased reflexes?
You don't have that on. You would need to cast that. And I agree that if you were going in, you would have cast that spell. So I'm okay with you doing a cast of that.
Of increased reflexes?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Oh, force. Go 6.
All right.
God damn it.
5's not bad. All right, before you roll your initiative, let me make sure your stuff is all set properly here. Right here, I need to look. Hold up. It's on, that's on. This is that. And this should be this. Okay, everything is set for you, so you can roll initiative. And this guy gets to roll initiative.
Mine is a 31.
All right. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Here we go. Go ahead and click your token and roll your initiative.
Say what?
For Satchel. Select your token and then roll initiative.
Alrighty. Edging it. And
There you go. 29. That's what I'm going to do from now on. If you don't click your token first, we're just going to give you the lower of the initiative you roll after you click your token. And then you'll learn.
it'll learn you. Okay.
That's okay. You're still first.
I'm still first.
You're first, and you don't know that there's anything to do necessarily.
I just heard the weird creaky noise.
You just hear the weird creaking noises stop.
Okay. So that is there. He is actually going to then come. This is the door, I'm assuming, right here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this is also a door right here. It's
to the bathroom. Yes. The bathroom door is open, but the door to the bottom there is not open, even though it looks open on the picture.
So then Satchel is going to kneel on this fucking seat, prop both guns over this, prop both guns over the back, and then like hold the rest of his action. I guess is that legal?
That is fine. All right. Oh, I'm just kidding. By the way, I gave you your 31.
Oh.
Okay, so let's see. Inside here, we've got stuff still going on. It's going to be and that a little bit better. All right. So that's a thing that happened. You hear some sort of maybe a discussion, a conversation inside, some words. It's hard to make out exactly what they are. Gertrude, what would you like to do?
I would like to start looking around on like high shelves.
Okay.
Just sort of like reaching up on the top to see if there's anything like hidden up there.
Okay. I am going to shoot back real quick because I am realizing that it didn't do what I thought I told it to do, which was roll edge into that. So now I'm going to post edge that roll. I clicked edge. Why didn't it roll edge? I don't know. Okay, the post edge also didn't work, so that's fine. That is fine. Okay, Gertrude. So you're looking for stuff in the shelves, you said?
Yeah, I'm using my power of tall to look at
Mhm.
stuff on the top shelves.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Comlink, datapad, or weapons.
Okay.
One of those three
So mostly you're finding baby stuff. If you're looking in the kitchen area, you're finding, the cupboards have bowls, food, that kind of stuff in them. Make a quick perception test.
Leave the infamil alone.
You do find a couple of inhalers. They make you think of, it's definitely some sort of street, refurbished for something, illicit, not necessarily asthma or anything like that. Not even jazz. It's something. It's like whatever got used up, and whoever somebody on the street refilled it with some sort of other inhalant. So mystery concoction. Nico, what are you up to?
At this point, I'm just going to wait because I'm feeling woozy and I got a spirit and I did all this magic so that I can go fast. And now I'm afraid to use magic without passing out. So Nico is in his head just cursing a lot at this point. But okay. I'm holding my action until I feel like I need to do, because the guy's still in his room, right?
Yes. Etienne.
Can I?
Were you going to say something?
Yeah. I noticed my thing just went from 17 to 7. So did my hold action just count as my move?
If you're not doing anything, then it's going to go. It does. So it goes down to 7, but then until Etienne goes, you have the opportunity to do a thing if that thing pops up.
We don't know what's happening inside the room. So can I just astral in there really quick? But I'm gonna like sit down in that chair right there.
Okay, so your action is going to be to sit down in the chair and to project. So on your next turn, you can take a look and see what's going on.
I mean, I could just project, right? But I'd hit the floor.
But then you'd hit the floor.
Do I care about hitting the floor? I don't care about hitting the floor.
Okay.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
So I'm just gonna project in there and see what's happening with him and the spirit to know what we need to prepare for.
You see the two spirits facing each other, or the two,
There's two
auras.
Spirits?
You see the two auras facing each other. Your spirit of man's aura and the aura of the individual. And that's as far as that goes. Etienne, what are you doing?
Etienne is not too sure. He's gonna move over there and have a name towards the room. Yeah, he's gonna hold action because apparently this guy just passed out. Nico just went like, "Oh, okay, I guess it's magic time." So he's gonna raise his gun and aim at. I want to say at the door, but it's not like he's going to shoot at the door. He's aiming and he's going to shoot at whatever comes out that door. No, if the guy comes out the door, I don't want to shoot at the spirits. It's going to be mad.
All right. So, as you're waiting, we come to the second initiative pass. Satchel is up.
And I still have heard nothing come out of the room.
There were some voices, but you heard the stopping of the sound. There were some voices.
I'm going to carefully step over Kaida's unconscious body.
Okay.
Then I'm going to kind of like motion to Etienne to take my place behind the counter. I mean, behind this chair right here. Whether he does so or not, it doesn't really matter. It's like I'm gone. I'm gone from here now.
He will when he can.
And so he is going to hold his action until Etienne gets in a place to cover me or whatnot, and then he's going to try to. Then once that happens, I'm going to just go ahead and kick open the door to what's going on in here.
You're going to kick open the door now.
Oh, I was going to wait for Etienne to get into a place to cover me, and then I was going to kick in the door.
So on your next turn, you're going to kick in the door.
Okay, no, I'm kicking in the door. I'm just going to kick in the door, and then
okay.
Yeah.
You kick in the door. All right. So as you're kicking in the door, Nico, your spirit of man turns to you because it can see both the astral and the real, and says, "It is done."
It is.
That is what the spirit says. However,
I'm talking to the spirit.
Yes.
Oh crap. However,
upon the door getting kicked in.
No. They never trust the gang liaison because he's the youngest one in the group. They're like, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
You just passed
I mean, I trusted you. I went over the corner and waited for magic stuff to be done, but Satchel decided differently, so...
Hey, man, hey, c'est la vie. Good. Hey, you know, I don't got no magic for you, Satchel, but all right. So I say to him, it is. And then
as you say it is, Satchel, I need you to make a defense test.
Please just let the door be stronger than his foot. So we just hear boom, and it doesn't kick in.
Test? Okay.
A defense test, yes.
My edge on. Let's turn that off. Or shield. Ooh, no modifiers. Boom.
Would you like to use edge to raise that?
Yes, I would. So I will use an edge. So do I just...
So what you do is you go click the... So your defense is normally 11 dice. So you roll a 9. So just click the dice and roll 9.
6.
5. So your total defense is a 7.
Then
You manage to not get hit. As this fist just smashes into the wall next to you and knocks out the wall and the siding that's there, just like splinters into you.
Bam.
And someone is yelling, "Who the hell are you?" And with that, we're gonna take a break. 10 minutes, and we'll see what happens on the other end of this punch.
Shit. Okay.
Very good.
We totally had a plan.
no, I mean, I think it's not all lost yet. Maybe when he sees you, or like...
I mean, he sees me?
Well,
this is going to get... Because then I'm just going to see 4 people.
Yeah, but you said try and remember what you told your spirit to do. That's the important part of that. Because it did exactly...
He did it.
Well, yeah, but...
Keep him calm and make him answer our questions.
Yeah. So...
We're alive. We're alive. My dog came in because while we were on the break, I was having a snack. And so she said, "Are you eating something? I would like to be eating something too." Because that's how she is. She's a little food mercenary. Food mercenary, aren't you? Yes. Well, I don't have any. You've been sitting on my lap the whole break. You got it. Say bye to
Versace.
Your dog's name is Versace?
Sachi, not Versace.
I mean,
Sachi
that's
is
very-
Japanese for happy.
I was about like Versace. That's very hood of you, but you know.
Okay, well, when we left off for our break, Satchel had just kicked down the door, and then somebody put a fist through the side of the door, and it's pretty much on at this point. Gertrude, you are surprised as you're reaching and getting the and also noise. What is your action?
I am actually going to continue my searching.
Okay.
We've got folks who are like behind chairs with guns drawn and things like that. So I'm gonna keep searching and see what else I can find.
Okie doke. Nico, you are in the astral. You see, you don't see what's behind you, but you do see suddenly that the aura that is Miguel suddenly lashes out. The fist passes through you into behind you. You almost feel like he's swinging at you, but then you realize, oh wait, he can't hit me.
He can't see me.
And so you're like, you're cool, but what would you like to do?
Spirit, what the hell? What's going on?
Your spirit is going to take free action and say, it was good, but it's not good now.
Is this salvageable?
Big wolf-headed, cyber wolf-headed dude is like,
well, I don't have to use another action to have him keep trying, do I?
You told him to try to influence him. That's an actual power use, so you would have to.
But I also told him to keep him calm. That's a steady action.
Yeah, he can try to keep him calm in his own way. So yeah, you're right. No, we'll keep it there. We'll keep it that way.
But as far as the questions, at this point, let's just get him calm, and then if I have to use another action to get him to answer the questions, I will. For right now, I'm like, okay, dude, just try to get him to calm down again, and I'm gonna go back into my body. Can I do that?
You can. So now you open your eyes. You see two guns over over the edge of the, or you see a gun over the edge of the sofa there, and Satchel is now in front of you in the doorway. The door's open, sort of shattered. That's and that's what's going on with you. All right, Etienne.
Does Etienne cannot see the guy right now? Can he?
You can see enough of the guy, and if he can put a fist through the wall, you could probably put bullets through it, unless you've got stick and shock.
I do have stick and shock on right now, so that's an issue.
That is an issue.
But if I can, I'd like to keep moving.
Okay.
Right there. And see over the shoulder of the people if I can see something.
Yes, let me go ahead and reveal the interior of this room. Boom. There you go. So you could probably try to shoot that line. If you can move, you'll see him, and you can try to shoot at that line. He is going to have cover though, pretty good cover.
Etienne was told that the spirit could help calm and that we could talk to him. So he's not gonna start shooting right away. So I think he's just gonna take his action to aim twice at the guy.
Okay.
So he's aiming at him, keeping an eye on the situation, but he's not gonna shoot right away. Oh fuck! That's my last time. Yeah, he's not going to shoot right away.
Okay. So
aim
with
twice.
That, you have your
+2.
second aim action. You're going to do 2 aim actions, so that's going to be a +2 if you decide to shoot. Okay, and you are the last person in the pass. So
So he's throwing haymakers and blowing out walls.
yeah, and actually he moves in to come in with a follow-up right now.
Oh, so he's jumping ahead of me in the order? I'm just trying to understand.
Yes, that is exactly
Okay.
what he's doing. He is jumping ahead of you in the order to make another massive attack. So you're at defense -1.
It's -1. Did you already swing?
Nope. You're gonna do your defense, and then you're gonna, because once I swing, you're locked in because you'll see the result.
Okay. Well, then I will. Yeah, I'm going to edge that.
Okay.
Once again, hit the dice and then hit 9.
And do you have edge in your bennies left?
I do. I have like 2 edge in my bennies.
All right. So you've used the 2.
I have like 4 of my own edge.
Okay. All right. So let's get rid of those. Okie doke.
8 in total. It's like
8 in total. That's pretty good. Here we go. Wow. He misses again.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm not upset because I don't necessarily want bad things to happen to you. But at the
What?
same time, wow. Out of, wait a second. Well, that's good to know.
Okay.
He's going to post edge that.
No.
I just realized that the edge isn't working. It says edge, but it's not actually doing it.
It's for you, it's for me too.
Yeah, it's not doing it on his for whatever reason. Well, in that case, well, that would make sense. That makes a lot more sense. So he does hit you. Go ahead and make your soak roll.
This is just the armor jacket, right?
The armor jacket, yes.
All right. So how does this work with the ortho skin? Did it get added in? Because it's still 14. My armor jacket rating.
Let's see. Let's double check. Let's double check and make sure that you get your ortho skin, because that is definitely an important feature that you paid for. Satchel has armor 14. Hold on. Click down here to your arms and go to your armor. Expand it. So your rating is 14. You have a modifier of 4 added to it already. So that is the ortho skin. So go ahead and push that.
Armor jacket. Clicking it. Boom. Boom.
Not bad. What we can do now is you can go in there and actually like sort of read how much of your if that kind of took in. So you should have 26 dice. That sounds right. So it is correct. 10. Not bad. Not bad at all. You only take 7 physical.
Only.
Yeah, that's all. As he just clocks you, staggering you back, and actually knocking you to the ground because you have the gel packs on, which state that it makes it easier to knock you to the ground.
Fair enough. Does having platelet factories take any damage off that, or is that already considered?
Platelet factories is going to remove 1 from that, so you take 6 instead of 7. Yep, do remind me of that when you have it. And you still do fall. And now it is your turn.
Can I shoot from falling? So like as
You are at -2 to shoot from the prone, and additionally wait. Yeah, it's going to be a total of -4. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to turn him into like the greased up deaf guy, and just kind of like as I'm like falling to the ground, spray him with grease, so he kind of like hopefully slips and falls and whatnot, or tries not to like fuck me up while I'm on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Gonna be a really good time.
Arms, range, in Suska. And you said -4?
-4. Three. 2. So you splack him with these pellets full of grease. And so now they hit him and they're starting to sort of drip down. Okay. All right.
And as I'm falling, I'm like, I'm not trying to kill you. As he realizes he's just getting hit with grease.
Okay. Gertrude.
Oh goodness. We do want this person alive. So Nico, are you awake or are you still lying on the floor?
He's
You're muted.
I'm muted.
Still muted.
You click twice. Nice eye.
I took a vow of silence. Yes, I'm awake. I'm awake.
Okay. I am going to push the couch in front of the door that leads out of the apartment.
That leads out of the apartment. All right, got it. So you are obstructing the escape.
Correct.
Beautiful. Okay.
Nice.
That was Gertrude. Let's see. $16 versus $13. Okay. Satchel, you're on the ground. You shot some bullets.
Oh, is it me again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I totally thought there was something else coming after you shot some bullets. All right. So, I am going to try to scoot back while on the ground, and like still try to keep. Now I'm going to try to keep the Ruger leveled at him as I'm trying to like back up, because I'm still not trying to kill this man, but I'm not going to let him try to smash my brains in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. There's a door in your way because that door is open. So you can only go as
then
far
I guess
back
I get
as
to right
item.
here and then stop.
Yeah. Yeah, and make an agility test for me. Just an agility straight up.
Great agility. All right.
Straight agility. Agility and nothing else.
And submit. And nothing else. So
Yep, so none.
agility and then agility.
All right. So it would be agility and none. There's a none. So
Okay, well then
none.
here.
Yeah.
Agility.
No, we're good. We'll take the 2 out of your 18 dice that you just rolled. Yeah, we're taking the 2. We're taking the 2. You still rolled 18 dice. No, you didn't. You rolled 9 there. I was still hovering over the other thing, but the 2. So unfortunately, you don't move. As your heels are kind of running in the grease that is splattered onto the floor as well, and they're not finding friction to actually shove yourself back. So okay, let's have everybody once again roll initiative as we get into our second round. Remember to
Don't
select
forget
your
to
token.
collect your token. Yeah. Jinx.
But 1, 2, 3. I think I see everybody here. So click. Okay, there it is. All right. Once again, 16 dice versus all right. And then Miguel is going to just bring a fist down onto Satchel on the ground there.
And then this is me defending?
This is you defending, yes.
Okay.
2.
Is there any modifiers to my defense roll? I just rolled it already. But...
no specific modifiers. But do you want to?
I will definitely. I'm gonna edge that shit. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna click this one off. Then I'm gonna re-roll 8 dice. Okay.
As he yells, "Get out!"
So I get 8.
You get 8.
I'm trying. You're chasing me.
All right.
What?
Hold on. Since the pre-edge isn't working, I'm manually pre-edging it.
What?
You prince.
Okay, it stops there though. 16. Go ahead and make your soak roll. You'll probably want to think about you probably want to think about post-edging that as well.
Yeah, this guy is gonna make something like what 21p. So you need to up that
8.
by a lot.
Yeah, so it's because 21 so far. So
So
this
I
is
need to re-roll 9 dice.
You need to re-roll. You should have rolled more than 14 though.
Well, I mean, I just clicked it.
You click the armor, right?
Mhm.
Not the
Click armor
14.
jacket. So I should have 20 something dice, right? 26 dice.
Yeah, you should roll 12.
Oh no!
Okay. Now roll 18. And that's your
Now
edge.
roll 18. All right.
Now roll 18.
What?
11. All right.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
you did it.
Okay,
I
so
think Satchel's dead.
no.
Freaking-
Satchel's not dead. Because there's overflow. Satchel takes 10. So
Satchel takes 10.
3.
All right, we're gonna count this down
And
because Satchel
you're
already has 6.
Yeah,
And-
so that's why.
And we are at overflow of 4. You have we're at overflow of 3. You have an overflow of 8. So, and because your body is 8, it's 8 minutes per. So you have 40 minutes before you die from internal hemorrhaging.
Alrighty.
So you're okay.
I'm definitely not okay.
No, you're fine. If you're not dead, you're fine. I mean, unless like he decides to hit you again. Etienne.
Etienne sees him like he knocks down Satchel, and then Satchel shoots him with his gun full of lube, and he just slammed down on him, and Satchel starts moving. So Etienne is gonna go full auto stick and shock on this guy.
Okay.
Padoto is minus 12 total for me.
No, so full auto. So first of all, you were aiming, right? You haven't shot yet.
Yeah, I haven't
So you
shot
have so you have +2. Then what is the recoil modifier of your weapon?
4.
4. What is your strength?
4.
So it is going to be. So you have 5 recoil compensation. You get 1 recoil negative for every bullet beyond the first. So if you're firing 10 bullets, full auto, that's going to be a -9, but the compensation of 5. So it's only a -4. But then you're aiming, so that gives you a -2 total.
Okay.
Which is a lot better than -12.
When I asked the total was so I could do the math, but you did that. So -2.
He, however, is going to get a -9 to his defense. Okay.
I'll take the 4. Jesus, fuck.
Hold on. That didn't trigger properly. So that explains it. I see now what's happening. All right, cool. All right, so that is 2. So 7 stun, AP -5. Okay, so that's going to be. So 4 of 9, so that's 5 stun. I understand now why things weren't working.
That's good.
All right, so.
And Etienne is gonna move back just a little bit because there's no one in front of him now, so he's gonna get closer to Gertrude because he doesn't want to be the next one.
Okie doke. Yeah, yes, Kender Mage. That's why he's only at 3 below instead of 4 below. They hit him like 3 of those rounds, just like cack onto his, and they're sticking. He has no armor on whatsoever, and it doesn't even seem to phase him.
Tabernacle. I mean,
Gertrude.
It looks like I'm gonna have to pull Satchel out of the line of fire.
Okay.
So I'd like to try and basically go over there and drag him back and do
Yeah.
first aid if there's time in my turn.
There won't be time for that, but you can drag him to wherever you want to in this room.
Okay.
Poor guy.
Oh. Kicking down doors and shit.
That's where you're at. Oops. -3. Oops. +4. There you go. All right. So that is
Sometimes
Gertrude's
the
turn.
pineapple is just rotten.
Satchel has no more actions. Nico, now that Satchel's not there, it's just you and dude.
What do you mean? Where's Gertrude and Etienne?
She grabbed Satchel and pulled him back. Etienne's like shooting from behind a thing.
Where is the spirit? Because I also told him to protect us.
Yes, the spirit is behind, and it's trying to do. You see, it's trying to do something, but the spirit of man is not like the most get up in someone's face fighting. It's more like trickery and manipulation. So
I'll let him do what he's doing. So I'm
But
just
what do
gonna
you
yell
do?
at this dude. Hey! We just want to ask you some questions. Why he kicked down the door, but he's a little hyphy, and clearly, now he's taking a nap, and we're probably gonna need to get him medical. But we just wanted to ask you some questions. Can you chill?
okay. If you would like, you have a spell called Bind, which
I didn't want to use that because I have like 4 freaking things left. So I was going to try to talk to him and see,
yeah, I mean,
that works.
you only have 1 spell up besides that's actually on, which is your increased reflex. So you're only at a -2.
But I can drop that at this point because it hasn't been doing anything. You don't think I should drop it?
I mean, if you drop it, then this will be the only thing you can do this turn.
Can I? Is there am I like from what I said? That's a free action, right?
What?
Me just yelling at him.
Yeah, that didn't do anything.
So is he calm now? Did that work? No, it didn't work. God. Because if I pass out, then we're really screwed. All right.
Right. So to use Bind, you're going to have to set a force of the spell. That force is the opposed test, and it's his strength and body. And you feel like this guy's pretty strong, so this might have to be a pretty high force.
It's a pretty high drain. I've thought about all of this. I've been sitting here thinking about all of these things, which is why I didn't go for Bind.
That said, if you have, do you have a SmackDown available?
I think so.
I don't think you do.
I think I'm about to clout this dude.
A clout could work.
And then run.
Yeah, there's no available SmackDown, unfortunately. You do have 2 NERPs. You have an auto hit and you have an edge.
The NERPs do.
+3 to your roll.
Can you NERPs a drain?
You can.
So I can roll this and then add 3 to whatever I get for a drain?
No, well, you add 3 to the roll first. Yeah. So
you got to do it before you roll the dice.
Okay, so I guess I will. What do I want to do? Do I want to clout this guy? Ooh! Oh, I'm looking at Kaida's spell list. Damn it! I wish I was Kaida. I would control this guy's thoughts so quickly. Anyway, Wrong person. Go do Nico. Who does not have that spell. I got so excited. I was like, wait, I have control thought. Word clout. Physical mask. Nope, doesn't help. So you said for the binding, it's what again?
It's going to be the force that you choose times 2 versus his strength and body. So it's going to be tough, but I mean, it's one of those things that could slow him down. Still.
Or it could make me die.
Or it could make him really mad and you die. There's always clout, and there's always running away.
I'm going to clout him. Clout's the one that I can, as long as I don't go higher than his
your magical punch, and that's the one where you can go pretty high because you have a fetish associated with it, so it keeps your drain down.
So, and then his defense is already down -9, right? I heard you say
no. His defense is going to be -1 from the last defense he did because the bullets. You're not doing a fully auto clout.
Could I shoot him in the knee
with your clout or with a gun?
With my gun, don't I? Or is it Kaide that has the gun?
I don't know, but that's not going to do as much as your clout ever.
I'll clout him just because I want to be able to run if this doesn't work.
What force would you recommend that he sets on this clout, chat?
Yeah, chat. What force do you think I should use? I'm thinking 8.
14.
12.
12 is as high as you can go.
But I don't kill the guy. You can't kill somebody for a clout.
You can. It's possible, but it's really, really hard. You're probably not going to kill this guy with a clout. So,
but 12 means I'd have to roll against a 12 drain.
No, 12 means you'd have to roll against 7 drain.
And then I get to add 3, the nerps.
Yep, and you get to add 3 with your nerps.
And then I can post edge it too, can I? The drain.
You could, yes.
All right, so I'm going to clout him with a 12.
Okay. So force 12 clout. Are you going to edge the? Okay. Not bad. Oh, not bad. He's got a -1 to his defense. So let me go ahead and add that in. Let's find out.
And then add 3 to that.
And roll 3. So just do a roll of 3. Ooh.
I didn't add the number yet.
Yeah, so just do there you go. Yeah, so you take 3 drain. So
I want to pre-edge it though.
You can't. Oh,
post edge
it now. So now you're gonna roll
2.
Hold on, 11. Because it's the whole roll. You're post edging the whole roll. Oh yeah, so you're fine. Let's find out what happens here because this guy, he rolled a 1.
At the very least,
12,
let there not be any drain.
11.
Yeah, it was. Oh,
so that is a 12 plus your 5 net hits. That is 17 stun damage. He gets body to soak. He soaks none of it. So that is 17 damage. Let's see what happens here. 17, 10, so 5 of it here, which leaves 12 here. So as Satchel gets dragged away, he's turning to you and he's like reaching up that fist to punch you, and you're just like, it hits him right under the chin, and it's an immediate KO. Like slow motion. He just and hits the ground.
And then I turned to everyone and was like, but that doesn't count as my revenge.
It's just like, Whatever, man. And he comes in close for a high five.
Gang liaison 1, big orc dude who punished my master 0.
All right.
Damn. Okay. Let's get to Gertrude. You get Satchel. Okay. I have a trauma patch on me if you need it.
Yeah, let's do you want to put this guy in the van? What do you want to do?
We need to search the place and him before we do anything else. So I would slap Satchel with a patch, and we could get to work. Nico, help me search the bedroom and the guy for like any data chips or anything we can find that could give us our information.
Okay, but somebody needs to tie this dude up.
That's
Because I don't know how long he'll stay asleep.
well, I mean, you knocked his brain out. We should have like at least a few minutes.
You never know, dude's, he's all jacked up on pre-workout. But I'll help you search. So first
You search, I'm gonna take care of that and then search. It has plastic restraints, so he's gonna put like 2 on his wrist and 2 on his legs. Just to be sure. So
maybe you should put 3.
No, I think 2 is gonna be enough. If he can break 2, he should be able to break 3.
Kaida doesn't trust this binding method. So Kaida wants him to, because I don't know, maybe I'm imagining that he's much bigger but he just punched through this wall, and that's all I'm thinking. So I really want him to be like, it's like really secure. So is it okay if Gertrude, do you have anything in the van that's
We don't have time to go back to the van right now. Okay, I'm gonna put 3 on each of his limb, and you get to searching. So I'm gonna use
Gertrude, let's get a first aid test on Satchel.
Yes.
Okay. So, with your 1 here, that is going to tell you that he is internally hemorrhaging, so it is not stun damage that he took.
All right. So I've got a rating 6 med kit, and I've got a trauma patch and a stim patch.
Okay. You are going to have to open him up for the trauma patch even to work because it is all internal. That said,
do you want me to try to heal him?
I have to do my medicine stuff first. If you heal him, then my medicine stuff's not going to work. So I have to do normal healing that's not magical, and then if that doesn't work, then I may ask you for magical healing.
Boss.
Science is weird.
okay. You have this guy clapped up. The room, there's a radio, it looks like a giant Bowflex machine, if that makes sense to anybody. And then there is a comlink sitting on the coffee table, but next to the bed.
Right. Pick up the comlink and tell Nico, search. Let's keep on searching, like end table, underneath the bed, every place where we think we can find a data chip or anything. We need to make sure that we clear this place of everything.
Okay.
All right. So
you want us to do a perception?
Yes, perception checks for everyone who's searching, or if you're assisting someone, you can do it as a teamwork. Jen, I'll need that. If you're going to use the trauma patch, I mean, you got to open them up or you got to take them to the Valkyrie. Like those are pretty much your options.
Okay. In that case, I'll yell into the room and say, I can't really help him in here. I'm going to take him over to Darcy. Y'all come out when you're done.
We'll make it quick.
Okay. You find mostly drugs. You find some of these inhalants, they look really old. The inhalers look really old, but you can hear that they've still got whatever inside of them. But they're all different kinds, right? So, the paint or whatever that tells you what it is, on a lot of them is faded off. On some of them it says, like there's a couple that say jazz on it, but mostly faded off and everything. But yeah, a lot of little
Pick those
inhalants.
up because, well, if we don't find the information, at least we can maybe give that to Sid to discredit him.
So, all right. So you take several inhalants. I'm going to say there's like 8 inhalant canisters and like 2 that are used.
Okay. And what about on the guy himself? Does he have?
He is
anything else?
wearing gym shorts and a tank top and sweaty. He was just over there working out on the Bowflex. Like
Okay.
even with both your hands, like trying to pull the one side down is super difficult because it's set at a super high rating.
Well, did you find anything, Nico? Did you?
Not yet.
Well, this is like between the two of you, all the things you found.
Okay. Well, I think we're good. Let me have a look before we we get out. And Etienne is gonna take a moment to try and do his matrix perception on this guy specifically, and trying to find if he has internal data storage or some Johnny mnemonic kind of shit like that. That if we leave with his phone, could have
Make
that
a matrix
backed up.
perception test.
I'm gonna enlist the help of my agent. Gives me 4. My matrix, my thing works now. Good. Caps at 4.
You
because
do
I was-
not see any signals coming from Miguel. If he does have anything, that's turned off.
Nothing I can do. All right, Nico. I think it's time we make our exit and go back to the van. Good job out there. Come on, let's go.
Where's the guy? Where's the guy?
He's on the
He's
ground.
on the ground right in front of us.
Aren't we supposed to be asking him questions?
He's passed out right now. I don't think either you and I can bring him to the van by ourselves. And I don't know how long we have before authorities show up because there's an alarm going on.
The point of coming here is now moot.
Well, no, we have his comlink and pretty much everything he had. We searched the entire apartment. We know who he is and basically what he wanted to do. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Let me see if I can drag him out of here, but it's not going to be very subtle.
Oh my god! How many services do I have? Like 2 services left, right?
You have 3 services left.
Oh, shit.
Spirit of Man.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Spirit!
Huh? What?
I've got 3 services left, right?
Yeah.
Can you take this guy out to the van
Sure.
and keep working on whenever he wakes up, keeping him calm? Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I think there's something else going on with him that's making it not easy, but
Right.
I'll
and
try.
Maybe we'll figure that out when we get into the car.
Etienne is just once again amazed by that. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting about the fact that he can pick things up and do.
As your spirit of man steps out of the apartment and out of the apartment complex, you start to hear a lot of, oh, what? And a couple of screams and some yelling. And because everybody that's waiting for the fire department to arrive is all out in front of the building. And here comes giant cyber wolf carrying Miguel Garza over his shoulder.
And so I'm gonna walk out. No. Do I want to walk out in front? I'm not gonna walk in front. Is there a back door?
Yes, yeah. Can we find a back door?
Not so much.
Is there another exit that's not in the front? Or a
not
window on the
not
first
that's
level?
easy to see. You can try to climb out a window.
I'm gonna try to climb out a window in the back
of the
roll
apartment
for that.
Okay.
And once the big spirit is in front of the people and stuff, it's going to try and sneak out and use that as a diversion to just get out of the building. And
so you're
But he's not magic.
Here?
Yeah, he's not
it's
magic.
just like whoop, doop, 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 doop.
I don't want to be associated with this because he's not magic, but I am. So if it comes back, it might be linked. I'm gonna try to climb out a window in the back of the building.
Okay.
And I'll tell them, hey, I'll meet you guys at the van.
That was the wrong skill.
What do I need to roll, Danny?
No, you can get out the window. Okay. Just do a quick gymnastics roll, which
Really?
is
I see it. Ooh, please work. Please work.
okay. You're able to hop out. Oh, wow. You're able to hop out of the window. There's still people. They're like all. I mean, the whole building is outside, so there's people standing around. So some people see you climb out of the window. It's weird. You kind of get back to the van as fast as you can. As you arrive at the van, the spirit has arrived at the van as well. Where do you want him?
Put him in the back.
It opens the back and just kind of tosses him in. At this point, Stephanie Malloy and her kid say, "What are you doing? Where are you taking him?"
Crap. So then I turn and I get ready. No, I'm not going to cloud her. It looked like he fainted or something. I guess, I don't know, like whatever the alarm is, whether it's like a chemical leak or whatever, it really got to him. So we're going to take him and my friend, and I point to Satchel, because Satchel's at the van, right? We're going to take them to get some medical care.
Satchel is in the van in the Valkyrie. She looks in. Give me a.
I will clout this lady.
Give me a con.
The inside of Darcy does look like an ambulance.
This is literally my way of not clouting this lady.
Do you have any more edge that you could use to?
I would say so. I would say that you can roll 2 more dice because you do have some injured person being treated actually inside, which makes it look a little more believable.
So roll 2 more dice.
Okay, so that's 2 successes. Okay. For now, she seems to have bought it. Can we go too?
There's not enough room for all 6 of us in the van, but I'll tell you what. Give us your comm links, and once he's good, or once we know where we're going to take him, we'll give you a ring, and so you can come and meet him wherever he is, and let us know who you are to him, so that way when he wakes up, we'll know to tell him that you're looking for him.
I'm his girlfriend. This is our son.
What's your name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie or Stephanie?
Stephanie.
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 Stephanie?
No, it's Stephanie.
Stephanie. Okay, great.
Yes.
All right, Stephanie.
Mr. Stephanie, just give her a piece of electronic paper. Fill this form and send us your code. We'll get back to you as soon as we know in which care center we can send him to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks. And she kind of walks away, and some people are talking to her, and the spirit's like, "I'm gonna go now into the astral."
Cool. Yeah. Thanks a lot, man. You're the best.
And he fades away. all awkward because everyone was staring at him. He didn't like it. Poor guy. All right. Well, you've got an unconscious bound Miguel.
And
And-
we leave. I think that's what we do for now.
Okay, so everybody hops up into the van, and
This is what we need to do, guys. We need to drive to some like abandoned building somewhere, right? Somewhere that won't be traced back to us. And then we need to beat this guy until he tells us what we want to know.
Well, first of all, I'm going to check in his phone, see if we have the information in there, and then if we can...
Then we can beat him until he tells us.
And
what
he
we wanna
looks
know.
back at him, he's like, all that cyberware and none of it is on the Matrix, so you might have to look in there. But before that...
Hey, Gertrude. Gertrude, do you have any face masks?
Yes.
Cool. Can I get one? Can I have one?
Yeah, it's in the shelf with the other PPE.
Okay, so I get 4 face masks, and then I go to Satchel first, and I put one on him, and then I hand one to Gertrude, then I hand one to Etienne, and then I put mine on, and then I just start like hyping myself up. All right, guys, let's do this.
Wait. As I said, anyway, we're not going to wake him up right now. As I said before, I'm going to check his comlink and see what I can find out of there.
Okay, cool. Good idea. You check his comlink, and I'm going to look for weapons. So then I'm going to start looking around Darcy for like loose pieces of metal and stuff like that. And whatever I find, I'm going to collect them in like a little pile.
Okay. Yeah.
All
There are
right.
guns under every seat.
They're
They're
guns
guns.
We don't
on every
want
seat.
to shoot him, Gertrude. But I mean, you know what?
You
Good
said you
idea.
were
Because,
collecting weapons. I was letting you know where there were weapons.
thank you. Because a well-placed bullet in a kneecap will make a man spill his guts. Good thinking.
Oh goodness.
All right.
Also, 3 combat axes floating around in there somewhere.
See, now we're
Okay.
talking like a team.
Worst ambulance ever.
Death ambulance. Okay. Go ahead and make your. So you turn the device on first of all. So it was off. That was what was going on there. You turn the device on, and then you need to hack it.
Right. I once again will ask my good friend Laurent, my agent, to help me, and we're gonna throw a bunch of. Etienne is gonna go full blown VR sim for that. We're gonna start throwing papier-mâché bricks and Molotov cocktail at it in the form of sleaze attack because I'm better at that.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make that happen.
So that's the
It is
agent.
a-
Oh, once
Okay.
again, just throw me out of the. Oh, nice. At least that time. Roll better than my agent. So I think right now my limit should. Didn't roll it into thing, but I have exploit and stealth running. So for act on the fly, my limit should be 8.
Okay, you managed to place a sleaze on the device, a mark on the device.
All right. I should be able to learn at least a few things about that. So, what's the device rating of that device?
It was a 3.
Oh, okay. Not too bad, but not too strong. Okay. I don't think I need a second mark to start looking at files and stuff. So he's just gonna spend some time doing that.
Yeah, you find there's several files of interest. One of them is a video file. There's also a text conversation. The text conversation is recent. The video file is dated about 2 or 3 weeks ago. but has a date in the so like a creation date, but then it has a date that it's been on this comm link of only a couple of days.
Okay. Etienne is going to look these over and probably cut and paste them in his own directory, but is going to remove them from the comm link if possible, and that includes video and the text
Okay.
and whatever else is from that. So that would be an edit file action.
Yep.
Okay. Before you do that, gonna switch program. Give himself +2 to edit this file. And now I realize he should have checked for data bombs first, but you know, Satchel got blown up today. Maybe Etienne's what's gonna happen today.
All right, you're actually able to easily do all of that without exploding.
That's great. So once he's done that, probably just gonna reboot and then trash the comm link in various ways so it's not usable anymore.
All right.
He has what he needs out of it, and he's gonna look at the files and the things for himself now and share it with the rest of the team.
Okay, so on the side of Darcy's windshield that doesn't impede vision, you play the movie of here it is. You see the ring from the vault. There's the sharp ding of a bell signaling the start of a fight. A start of the round. You don't recognize one of the fighters, but the other fighter is Miguel Garza. You can tell. The other Miguel looks fine. The other fighter looks like he's been taking a little bit of a beating. So it definitely looks like Miguel is up and winning. Dun, dun, dun. You can see Sid over in Miguel's corner. You don't see what's being said, but you can see that Sid's yelling at him and yelling and yelling. He's got a blue cloth that he's like wiping sweat from his brow. No, it looks. I'm sorry, that was backwards. Sorry, he's in the guy that's getting beat up's corner, yelling at him. Garza is over with his own manager. Do. As the bell rings and they get back in to fight, Garza just throws down a furious combination, about 4 punches that just knocks Barlow to the ground. The ref is counting down the time. Sid runs over, is yelling. You can't hear what's being said. Slowly, the guy gets back up to his feet, spits blood. Some of that gets onto Sid, who you could tell he's pretty pissed off about that and yelling. The bell sounds again, and then everything goes dark. after about half a second, thermal vision kind of comes on from wherever the vantage of wherever this was happening, this recording comes from. And someone climbs into the ring. There's a flash as the person that climbs into the ring has run up upon one of the fighters, and then they run out of the ring. The lights come back on, and Garza now is like standing at the side of the ring, kind of holding his side, and the other fighter just comes in and just throws a vicious hook into his chin and just knocks him down to the ground. And you can see that Garza is like shaking a little bit. There's a hush that falls over the crowd. You can see that Sid is leaning against the mat. His jaws just dropped open. And then he's like starts mopping his head again with his towel, and then falls back into his chair. You see him like reach into a jacket maybe and pull out a flask and just like drains half the flask. And then the video cuts.
Okay, so apparently maybe someone got shot or tased during that fight.
Or knocked his cybernetics offline.
Maybe
Is that something you could do?
it is, yeah. Like every electronic, but it's complicated to get in there. Especially with the setup he seems to be having, but that might be a result of what happened that night. They wouldn't need to turn off the light to do that, though. Could have covered the sparks, but you know.
Well, it looks like Sid didn't know what was happening.
Looks like it. There's, I think there's some text messages in there too. So can we have access to that, Danny?
Yeah. Let's see here. And just, that was a cursory, like you just watched the video one time through the whole thing. You never like zoomed in anywhere or like checked out any specific places. So that, so it's kind of really hard to tell necessarily, some of the fine details down there. The text conversation is between Garza and a Richard Bryson. It's a conversation basically saying like, hey, I got something you might be interested in, to which Garza responds, who's this? And then Bryson says, a friend. And then basically the idea is that Bryson somehow has this recording of what happened at the fight, and that he says, if you want to get your revenge on Sid, we can use this. And then it goes into like how best to like get the most money possible, and to take care of, take care of covering the tracks. Sometime during the conversation, Richard Bryson divulges his name actually, and they talk about what they're going to do with the money. The next day from right now is when they were supposed to meet with Richard Bryson to give Richard Bryson his cut of the money, as the group kept, as Miguel would keep his half, give the rest to Richard Bryson, and then get the actual like original source data, which then Garza could do whatever he wanted with it, to include Brew and Sid anyway. But basically it does sound like they're saying that Sid was the one who did whatever down there. And of course, Garza, if you're not feeling like you're up to this, remember you do have a long list of people looking to get their money back from you for all of the work you had done, etc., so on and so forth. So,
God, one more person just added to the line of people we need to deal with, or not. I mean, we could bring that back to Sid and have him deal with all of that crap. I mean, myself, I don't care that much about fighting pit integrity and all the politics that they make behind, but what do you guys and gals think?
Satchel snores loudly in the Valkyrie module.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I mean, we were hired to stop this from happening, right?
Yeah. I guess we need to go to the last link too. Don't we? I'm just, and he looks in AR, and the game is probably already over. And he's like,
no, it's not over yet. Let's see.
it's just personally, it seems like just okay. I know we get hired for all these kind of thing, and now it's just we're hired by a bookie to cover the shady shit he does, which I don't. Yeah, I don't have much of an opinion on it, and this is getting heavy. But yeah, I guess we can keep that guy asleep and try and meet with this other guy before I could start doing research on him. How's the game, Danny?
While you guys are doing all this, I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay, New Orleans is up by 1.
Call is the time.
Is it a
And
hockey
yes,
thing?
my game is my team is not doing well, and I'm not even there to see it.
They need you. They need you.
Need me.
Did you even wear your lucky socks?
Of course I did. What are you talking about? Lucky socks, lucky underwear. I would be drinking my lucky beer right now if it wasn't from all of that.
Okay. What's the next step?
Well, let's see about what was his name?
Richard Bryson.
Richard Bryson. What can Laurent and I find about this man? Okay. Yeah, that's just the agent. I forgot to move my data processing around, so I can only keep 3 of these.
Okay, so
Or 5 if you're being nice.
well, we'll find out how much I keep, but what we're going to do is stop for now. So we'll find out how much we're going to keep next week and start explaining who Richard Bryson is, and then figure out exactly what we want to do with that information.
Okay.
Yeah, so good job, Satchel, on not dying. That is a brutal encounter. When I first started playing missions and getting back into Shadowrun, I have to say that guy is the only guy that put hands on my character, I think, in all of the seasons. So
So yeah, good job, Nico. Glad you didn't let
yep.
him get to us.
Oh yeah.
I believe
That's actually a huge thanks to the chat because I use hella stuff.
And I think there's probably been 3 times that I've taken edge in that encounter when people put the wrong person in front. So being that Satchel has a pretty high body rating, that was fairly helpful. Yeah, that's a rough encounter. It's meant to be. It's meant to be an encounter where like someone's gonna probably go down before everyone gets kind of mobs the guy and gets him out, knocked down. So well done. Once again, Tuesday night. So we'll be back again next Tuesday. In the chat, you can see our stream schedule. Don't forget to please, Duryea, if you could put that link down again, the GoFundMe for Duryea's play or web series pilot that they want to do. What's it kind of about a little bit, real quick, before you sign off?
It is called Flirting. Am I muted? No, it's called Flirting with Destiny. It's about this girl who, I guess I'll give a little bit of, I'm not going to give much, but she gets a gift from her aunt. And the cool thing about the gift is that the fact it has magical properties, but it only works for the people in her family that have the gift. So, but she doesn't know this, but yeah, it's the cool thing is what the gift is and what it does, but it's kind of like a sitcom. So it has like fun elements to it, but it's got this magic spin as well.
So it's like a little bit of a semi-comedic fantasy, like modern fantasy.
Yeah, it's like if you took a show like Living Single or like no, it's more like Living Single meets Sex in the City with magic.
Okay, I can dig it. I like that. It sounds really cool. I know that I've gone in and donated, and since there's some time, if I'm able, I'll probably pitch in a little bit more. I'd really like to see this happen, and Duryea and Wonelli Media have been a big supporter of REM, just as we support them. So yeah, check it out, and if it's something that interests you, hey, hit them up and let them know. So
you can also share the link with people too, if you know anyone who else. Like you can just share the link or watch the video that's posted there and stuff like that.
Yep, absolutely. So and with that, this I guess you're talking about cancel culture on Thursday.
Yes. And which I planned it like 3 months ago. And now this is the week where like the Dr. Seuss and the Pepe Le Pew and all this kind of stuff. So it's interesting.
Where things are not actually getting canceled, but
people are acting like, yeah. So
all right. So with that, we're going to let everybody go. And thanks again to the cast. Thanks again to everybody that's watching and supports us. And thank you to Tom, who is running our tech and keeping everybody in the right place and looking at the right things. We'll see everybody next week.
Bye.